Alright, hello everybody. I know there's like no viewers, and there probably won't be any, but hello everybody. The title of this video is so weird, it's terrible. I'm probably gonna be put on a government watch list after making this in such a short time span. Oh god. But I am playing a game called We the Revolution, and since I saw what happened in Nepal yesterday, I thought it was an apt game to play. It was either that or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney or some other game. I've been wanting to play this game for quite a bit and never did. So I thought, well, considering how crazy things have gotten at this point, probably a good time to maybe entertain the idea of seeing how revolution is, you know? Okay, maybe not, but still. Fiction. This is the description for the fiction mode. What does that mean? Survival is a variant of the main game focusing on the court trials, in which the goal is to keep the main character alive and work for as long as possible. Which should I choose? Oh, that's gonna be weird. I guess fiction? First time. First time, huh? Okay, start, I suppose. Kind of tempted to do the other one, though. So, here we are.
Father. I am here. Do you hear me? I gave you the best I could. Why did you disown me? I have your blood in my veins. How could you? Do I mean nothing to you? Why did you grieve for him? He was nothing. I am better than he was. People will follow in my footsteps. Father.
France, turn of the 18th century. Dude, what the hell is happening here? Prologue. I guess this is the start of a fictional story based on a real event. Oh, jeez. Oh, who are these guys? What's going on here? What's happening? Oh, damn. Okay, that's not good. Oh, he's gonna throw up too now. What just happened? What was I just introduced to? Oh, remind me next time that I want to stop drinking this cloudy rotgut. Remind me before I drink it. We're disgracing Themis. Is someone coming? I don't know. Maybe there is someone coming. Oh. This was bound to happen. Uh-oh. I told you. Papa, you said we would go. You promised. Papa had a lot of work. Uh-oh. Yes, a lot of heavy glasses. You promised me. I can't anymore. I'm fed up with asking. Mama is angry because is this a divorce? Quiet. Today, your favorite son wanted to prove he was more honorable than his father, so he started a fight. 5-year-old boy, for God's sake. Oh, I'm already ruling him guilty. You're getting sent to prison, buddy. See, this is America. And if you're 5 years old, we can try you as an adult. By the way, actually, isn't that a thing? Is that not a thing? I feel like that's an actual problem in a country. I've heard, like, kids literally being sent to prison for stupid crap. It's because you're black. I'm kidding. Actually, even white kids could say it. It's fucking weird. Our neighbors wanted you to explain that to them, but, well, you were fighting for justice at an inn. Damn you, you bloody drunk. Mother. Oh, that's awkward. Documents and letters. Drag and drop documents to manage their layout. Click display their contents. Events. React to events. Ignoring them may have severe consequences. Notebook. Review detailed information about current events, actions, and characters. Verdict. Consider the effects and decide the defendant's fate. Options. Change the game settings. Hierarchy. Review the current balance of power in comparison to your position therein. Intrigues are complex conflicts between you and another political player. A defeat may turn out to be disaster for you. Wait, is this multiplayer? Wait, what? Influence points. Influence points are the main... Actually, that would be so cool. That'd be so cool. Multiplayer debate? That'd be fucking amazing. Imagine we have disagreements on a trial. And then, like, other players in the community would have to... Oh, that would be so cool. And then people could write trials and crap, too. And they'd be able to script them. Oh, my God. That could be fucking awesome. Influence points are the main currency in the game. Use them wisely. Pay close attention to the changes in your influence and relations with factions. Dude, this could actually be really cool multiplayer-wise. Oh, dude, I would love that. That'd be awesome. Especially since the debates would be typed. They'd be written. So it'd be kind of like debate online or debate.org. Man, that's been so many years. Global modifiers. Some of your decisions and changes in the world of the game may cause global modifiers to come into action. These factors affect relations, reputation, and influence. You can review them in the notebook, which is here. Okay, chill, let me click this. It doesn't show me anything. I don't know what that means. Hierarchy. Damn, I'm so low. Fidel, a judge of the Revolutionary Tribunal. Generally considered a drunkard and gambler, a protege of Raymond de Voya, who introduced him to the world of law and regulations. In private, he is an unremarkable character. What? I'm not unremarkable. I'm cool, actually. Notebook. Negative relations with factions mean negative consequences for you, e.g. the fervor in Paris Rising. Reputation. Reputation impacts everything in the world of the game. Factions, family relations, the audience's attitude, the fervor in the sections, even the ability to persuade other characters. Influence points. You have a set amount of influence points per day. In the future, you'll be able to increase this limit. God damn. Section 6. Dude, honestly, I feel like a multiplayer debate game where like you're all lawyers and judges would be fucking cool as hell. I feel like that would be an amazing game that people would play and be able to be part of the community. That would develop really crazy because who knows what people could make trials on. Events. Here you'll find information about the decision made during each event. Prologue. I got nothing. I got nothing. Friends and family. Mathilde Fidel, a wife, born in Paris. She's never been outside the city. A woman seen by many as a perfect wife. She takes care of the household and the children. She looks after her husband's elderly father. She doesn't know it outright, but she's determined to protect her children at all costs. They are perhaps more important to her than you. Well, that makes sense. They're our kids. Should be the way for both of us. Bernard Fidel, the eldest son, a slender and handsome young man. The weight of current developments in France is slowly dawning on him, igniting a revolutionary zeal in his heart. He thinks that the revolutionary judges that should only be appointed from the lower classes of society, because only such people can be considered untainted and able to work towards the common interest, not only their personal gain. I don't think that's true. His gullibility is more dangerous than Frederick's, as his actions carry the same weight as an adult's. People who excel in manipulating young and weak-willed minds may take advantage of his alacrity. I think it's alacrity or alacrity? No, I think it's alacrity. He is a fledgling, yet talented fiddler. He fiddles. Ooh. I like how it's just fiddle and he's Fidel. Frederick Fidel. I wish we had a little painting of him so we could know what he looks like. Frederick Fidel, youngest son, naive and innocent, which is completely normal for a boy his age. He idolizes you and wants to be just like you. Even if he occasionally disobeys his mother, he carries out his father's will to the letter. His favorite toy is a wooden sword that he always carries at his side. In his imagination, he fights against villains, just like his father does in real life. He likes to carve small wooden figurines. That's cute. Admittedly, though, Frederick Fidel, buddy, you should probably listen to your mom a little more. Come on, buddy. Mother's will and father's will are both important equally. Aldrich Fidel, the father. Once a moderately well-off merchant, today a bitter old man left with nothing but feverish visions of impossible vengeance against the Renard family, who once deprived him of his dreams. For several years, he was unable to adequately provide for his family, to give his children the same standard of living as they used to enjoy. Ugh. Since you secured your new position at the court, your family was once again able to live a fairly acceptable life, and your father began dreaming of returning to his former trade. Oh, so we're in the court. We're a judge. So this is our family. So this is us. And I'm Aldrich. Interesting. So we used to be a tradesman, and now we're a judge? Damn. However, Aldrich had grown too old and too tired to revive his long-lost career. Instead of enjoying the prestige and wealth of the Fidel family, he had to bear witness to the Renard family's rise to power. So I'm assuming this is us. And that means that the Renard family basically screwed us over somehow. I don't know what they did, but they're more powerful than us, which is interesting. Raymond Devoyer, a man who was lived long enough to fully realize that justice isn't always the right answer. In his line of work in these troubled times, the only thing that matters is survival instinct. At times, it must go against the interests of other people. A man with such a mindset knows that one must keep an open ear both in the parlors and in the back of alleys. Is that it, bro? Fucking period? Okay. A man with such a mindset knows that one must keep an open ear both in the parlors and in the back alleys. The blind Themis appears to him as a bedtime fable, fit at best for novice law students. Perhaps he perceives too many shades of gray morality to remain an efficient judge. Is this us or is this Aldrich? Are we Aldrich or who? Like, let me check this on the hierarchy. So we're Fidel. So we are Aldrich. Devoya, I guess, is one of these guys. You can click on him. Oh, shit. Gather information. Oh, okay. To ask questions, you have to first unlock them in the inquiry link. Okay. Question effect. Being in the jury's good graces allows you to find out which way they will sway after you've asked a question. Interesting. So, the jury's here, I guess. This is the plaintiff. And this is my buddy. Little kid. This child made a big mistake. This child's getting sent to prison. So let's look at the news. Make your decision. Each action may require a different number of influence points and have a different chance of success. Consider them carefully. Your addictions are no longer a secret. The fact that other children are bullying your son because of them is a minor problem. But who is spreading those rumors? Wait, wow, I'm the judge of this case. Wait, what? It is likely to be one of their parents. They could have whispered into their children's ears whom they shouldn't play with and why. They might even have spiced the story up with a lie. But who will hear it next? Okay, geez, that's... Oh, I can move this. Oh, cool. I can move all this. Okay. Verdict. What if I just have a verdict before anything? Punishment. Make the most important decision, condemn the defendant, or deem them not guilty. Signature. Sign the document to legitimize your verdict. Unavailable in this case. Intelligence. Oh, this is interesting. Jury opinion, tribunal, or revisionary. So the jury doesn't really give me... So I can choose. The jury doesn't decide. Okay, so Judge Alexis Fidel. Files. Review charges and facts. This will make it easier for you to unlock questions for the defendant. Alright, it's one page long. That's it. Ooh, interesting. Find links. Find the correct links to unlock the questions for the defendant. Choose the line of inquiry and link it to the right category. Chances. While linking lines of inquiry in categories, you can make a limited number of mistakes. If you make too many mistakes, the whole system will become locked. Traps. Some cases may contain traps. Read through the files thoroughly to find the lines of inquiry that are relevant. Jeez, possibility of repeating. Child's play. Fighting children. Chipped tooth. Injured Antoine. Okay, well, let's read this. To Judge Alexis Fidel, we have not expected this kind of behavior from your son, although apparently we should have. Innocent child's play turned into an assault on our children. The younger one, Antoine, now has a chipped front tooth. We hope that you will punish your child accordingly. Should the situation repeat itself, we will act more decisively. I am sure we can deal with a gambler and drunkard, even if he is a judge. We will not let our children be hurt. Wow, you're an asshole. We don't really have much here. So he says innocent child's play into an assault. The younger one, Antoine, I would like to talk to him, has a chipped tooth. So these are where these come from. Interesting. Innocent. How does that work? Course of events. I don't know how this works yet. I literally don't. Oh, man. Innocent. I want to know innocent. Innocent child's play. Turned into all these other things. So, extenuating victim. How did child's play become fighting? Okay. How did your play turn into a fight? It's a good question. Our neighbors, Antoine and John, they were saying mean things about you. We were playing guards, and they asked me to pretend to be a drunkard whom they would, you know. Oh, that's disrespectful. That's not very childish at all. Okay. You were fighting both of them at once. Oh, that's different. I had to. Wait, so this went from just Antoine being attacked. Okay, that's very different than what we were told. What exactly were they saying? Are you too drunk to guess? Okay, you're a fucking asshole, Bernard. I was not asking you. They're yelling that you are, well, I told them that it's not true, and they started calling me names. They called me a drunkard's son. That's not very nice. That's very mean. So then going Antoine. Okay. So let me actually ask. Let's actually look into Antoine. Course of events. Oh, what? Oh, incorrect link. Oh, my bad. Victim, duh. Oh, okay, so that's what I have to do? Like, what it is? Was also a victim, too. All questions unlocked. Who started the fight? I can tell you who ended it. I think it was me. I kicked the one on the left and then wanted to get the one on the right, but they ended it. Oh, crap. She knocked me to the ground and paid me back for hitting them. Did you really break Antoine's tooth? Frederick is just a child. I don't know. I don't think so. Did you hit him in the face? I think I kicked him, but not that hard. Well, then, how did this happen? Okay, so the front tooth is what I'm asking about here. It's one trap. I don't know what the trap would be. We've gotten all the questions we could have. He's guilty. The kid is guilty, but I don't know what to do here. Like, what should I give him? Am I supposed to sentence my own kid? This can't be all the questions that are possible here. There's gotta be something more. Really? What did I just do? I lost an influence point. I don't know. Was that bad? Does it mean I lost? It didn't work? I mean, I don't want to give my kid a guilty verdict. It seems pretty messed up. So they started the fight, but he says he started the fight at the same time. Do I have a track thing or what? Quick judgments. Interesting. I'm very low on the totem pole, but let's actually check what I can get. I don't want to sentence my kid. This is wrong. Death penalty! Dude, that's fucking crazy. Neighborhood gossip. Your addiction's no longer a secret. Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like... How did he chip his tooth? Like, he says he kicked him. But how did this occur? The chipped tooth seems odd because he said he kicked him. They fought. Antoine was injured, but where did the injury occur? Well, this seems odd. I mean, it seems like he did attack, but I don't see how he's the one who broke Antoine's tooth. Am I wrong? Did my kid? Oh my god. Oh god. This is gonna be weird. This is so weird though. Oh gosh. Oh man, I'm kind of curious about this. I'm genuinely curious. I don't want to. I don't want to rule guilty. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give him a not guilty verdict because I just don't think so. What is the name I have? Fidel. Oh, he writes it himself. I thought I was gonna write it. I think Buddy's not guilty. You did well. A man has to defend the honor of his family no matter what. At least you're trying. I don't know. Those children are so small and they already know the truth. The father of my children is a lying, drunken, a gambler. I'm like, no. Bernard not used to worship you, but he soon grew up. Now it is Frederick's turn to learn the truth that echoes in these streets. And you, Raymond, you're supposed to be my husband's mentor. Is this what you wanted to teach him? How to repeat your mistakes and lose his family? Jesus. I was unaware that Mathilde had such a temper. As was I. We will wait outside, as always. Oh, poor Fidel. Poor Mathilde. That's pretty fucked. Damn, dude, you just got chastised hard.
Paris.
Oh.
Liberté! We were enchanted by the idea of freedom. We could not resist it. Whole families took to the streets. France was never so happy. We were enchanted by the idea of freedom.
Jesus, that's an escalation. Act 1, Liberté. God damn, France. You know, everybody talks about how fucking great their countries are, dude. I feel like every country has a shitty history. Oh, yes. Alright, sorry, my mic just cut out. Let me check if OBS is working with it now. Okay, it is working now, my bad. I feel like every country, as I was saying before, has like a shitty fucking history. Expected sentence. Ooh, find out which verdict is expected by the factions and your close ones. Oh, this is interesting. Prison. Common folk and family. The revolutionaries expect a fucking acquittal. Oh, that's not good. Is this the guy who killed someone? The jury has not revealed its verdict yet. So, okay, this is interesting. So the jury has its own perspective on this matter, and I'm the judge who decides on whether or not it matters, actually. Oh, shit, who's this guy? Robespierre. Oh, fuck, Robespierre. Owing to his passionate devotion to the revolutionary cause, he's widely referred to as the Incorruptible. As leader of the radical Jacobins, he preserves order in the National Convention with an iron fist and, if need be, terror. This is not entirely true. Robespierre is complicated. I've actually seen evidence that Robespierre is not even the one who was really behind the Reign of Terror, and that it was actually a very, very different person, a very specific, very particular, powerful political figure who ended up finding ways to sign off on these things without people realizing it was really him. But because Robespierre was so outspoken, he was like, dude, you gotta remember, Robespierre is like a super popular and well-known person. So during that period of time, he's of course the best figurehead to poke at holes at for this issue. It's just terrible. It's complicated though. So here we go. Undeniably the most powerful man in Paris in the age of revolution. As yet, none have dared defy him. Robespierre is such a complicated motherfucker. And then there's me. I'm Fidel, judge of the Revolutionary Tribunal, generally considered a drunkard and gambler, a protege of Raymond de Vouille, who introduced him to the world of law and regulations. In private, he's an unremarkable character. Well, case file and case... There's 2 case files. That's not interesting. That's weird. Report. Protocol. Review the trial's records. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but I guess... Oh, I guess that means the report is in, like, report for what's happened. What if I just gave him a verdict and I fucking just instantaneously said he's guilty? So let's look at the notebook. Alright. Neighborhood gossip. Oof, that's not good. This is my family. Raymond de Vouille. Yes. So must go against the interests of other people. Oh god. This is different. This is... We're not different, but like it's interesting. It's true. Influence points -1. Ugh. So that's interesting. Alright. With the common folk, it's medium. Revolutionaries, it's medium. But this might change as I question this guy. So let's read the case file. I would like to report that Citizen Corbus does not pay the city for his stall. Furthermore, he openly criticizes the new rule when talking to his clients. Interesting. Okay. Case file compiled by Charles Etienne. One of the local merchants, Guy Dignan, went to the National Guard station near the halls. With a raised voice, he stated that the owner of a neighboring stall had purposely poured wood tar into his barrel of airings. Jeez, that's not good. For this supposed crime, Dignan demanded a proper punishment. Soldiers went to the halls and established that the airings didn't taste that the airings indeed tasted awful. Why is this past tense? Like he says did indeed. Like you don't need to say that. It's just, you can just say in that the airings did taste awful. It's so stupid. Since there is no evidence of the crime, they did not take any action. A few hours later, the guards returned to the halls. This time it was the formerly accused Jean Corbus who called for them. And there was a plethora of evidence on site, the clearest being Dignan himself. Oh shit. Smashing his neighbor's stall with a long wooden pole in front of witnesses. Oh no. Buddy, come on. So Guy Dignan thought this guy fucked him over. And so he went there and fucking fucked him up as retribution, I guess. So 1 of 2 though. What's the next part? Oh, is this like for the second one? I'd like to report that Citizen Corbus does not pay the city for his stall. Furthermore, he openly criticizes the new rule when talking to his clients. Interesting. I'm kind of curious about what that means, but we'll unlock some questions here. Wood tar, wooden pole. Offender's personality, counter-revolution, crime scene. He says it's an instrument of crime, but actually, let me see here. Who's this guy? I don't even know what the guy's doing. The jury's not revealed your verdict yet. Your name? Dignan, fresh fish since 1772. And a vandal since yesterday. I'm not proud of what I did, but enough is enough. Really? Oh, that's the plaintiff. That is the plaintiff. Wow, it's literally the plaintiff. Like, it's not even a prosecutor. Well, it is, I guess, but he's the guy. So that's interesting. Really? Like, when 6 months ago you stole 8 francs from my revenue? Some urchin took that from your pockets while you were... Silence! You shall not speak until questioned. Jury systematically opposing the opinion of the jury may lead to severe consequences. Okay. This will be interesting. I don't know. Let me think. The poured wood tar is not a part of this, so I don't know. I mean, the wood tar seems to be in relation to the offender's personality, but the wooden pole... instrument of crime. Question discovered. Oh, is it like I don't have the opportunity to go for the wood tar now? Or is the wood tar just a trap? I feel like it is. Let's ask the questions first. So this is interesting. What products does Citizen Corbus sell? We have found your denunciation of Citizen Corbus. Citizen Corbus, come closer. Can I ask all three of these, or will I be told not to if I ask one or the other? What products does Citizen Corbus sell? Fruit and vegetables. And you sell fish? Straight from your port and petites dalles. I see. Then why did one of you come to the halls with wood tar and the other with a wooden pole? Shit, citizen. I don't remember. That stick must have been lying near the stall. Corbus, however, clearly planned his actions. Citizen Corbus, come closer. Oh, okay, so he's coming here now. Do you really dispute the order? Is it true that you took... Oh, if I choose one or the other, it fucking changes everything. I mean, common law dictates that going into a person's place, unless there's like a license, I mean, ugh. So if I choose this, depending on which one I choose, if I put dispute the new order, then he gets that scares the shit out of him probably. If I take this, then that means that guy to new, basically, we're making it more personal. What do I choose? Is it true that you took Guy to New's place at the entrance of the halls? He took the place first from a dead merchant. I only did the same at a convenient time. Was that your first conflict? In the late 70s, when that tight-fisted churl asked me to lend him 30 francs, it took me 2 years to get it back. Citizen Daigneau, I can see that you wish to add something, but please refrain from doing so. A few hours passed between Citizen Daigneau's with his at the station and your vandalism. A few hours passed between Citizen Daigneau's visit at the station and your report of vandalism. What happened during those hours? What happened? He continually mocked in my stinking herrings. Nothing much. Only the usual trade. And all of a sudden, Guy Daigneau reached for a pole and began to destroy your stall. He went wild like an animal. Citizen Corbus, please stop making a fool out of me. We found your denunciation of Citizen Corbus. Why did you write it? He did it because I started selling sprats. Shut up already, Monsieur le Juge. I just wanted to help the city. Every stallholder pays for their place in the halls. Corbus should pay too. You liar and crook. Don't you remember hiding from the royal collector at the butcher's? Silence! I was trying to avoid royal taxes. You only started after the beginning of the revolution. Be quiet, both of you. This is just fucking shitty. I can't even ask about the wooden tar anymore. I can't. This kind of sucks. That's one more question I can ask him, I guess. It would appear their conflict has continued for some time now. It all started when that scoundrel placed his stall where mine should be, next to the entrance. It wasn't your place. You took it after old Troquet. Silence, and you have not been able to reach an agreement ever since? Now that I think of it, it may have started even earlier. Jean once refused to pay for a red mullet taken by his wife. My whole family fell ill because of that rotten carcass. You should be happy I didn't. Must I repeat myself? Be quiet, or you will both be in more trouble than you are already. Is that fucking it? Dude, this is crazy, actually. Jury's opinion is towards acquittal. That's actually kind of interesting. God damn, I don't really want it. I mean, the common folk want the opposite. I mean, he clearly did it, though. They find him innocent. Oof. Risk of death. Risk of being removed from office. So the revolutionaries have a risk of being removed from office. But if the common folk get mad at me, there's a risk of being... So I feel like prison makes more sense. I mean, I don't want to send him to prison. I mean, he seems guilty, though. I mean, the jury finds him innocent, is the problem. But he's clearly not. I think I'm going to put prison, even if the jury doesn't agree with me. It seems that Parisians will have to start buying young fish elsewhere. Citizen Daniel, I send you to prison for vandalism. Better warn the guards that they won't have an easy life. I do not believe that the people will be happy with such a severe penalty. I understand. I mean, honestly, I wish that we could make it a lesser penalty. It doesn't matter what we have to say. You better take us into account for the future. I agree with you on that. However, moving on, after trial, I'll move on to the next part. I agree, but still, I still think that he did the wrongdoing, and I don't even want him to be so severely hurt, but still. Jack, Lewis, David, may I remind you that you promised to join me? I have a feeling that Night's Moon favors gamblers, though it does not favor spouses. God should grace us with wives who understand the importance of an evening game of dice, this guy. They should also know that the right amount of wine guarantees a lucky roll. I should go home. Bringing a judge to the game has benefits. Other players will surely not cheat. That is not a strong argument. My name is Jacques Louis David. I am but a humble painter, not a silver-tongued judge. You are a sly politician, Jacques. As a politician, I understand the importance of keeping promises. And you, my friend, are trying to get out of yours. Go home. Not tonight, Jacques. I'm sorry, I just can't drink anymore. Too much beer. Not good for me. Okay. Oh, I'm with my family. I sentenced a man to prison. Aw, my wife looks happy. See, I made a good decision. Gotta get a hold of yourself, dude. No more drunkenness. Drunkenness is bad for you. It's bad for your health. Late evening, the judge's house. Shit. Oh. What? Do you not want to berate me like you always do? I'm glad you're home. Are you aware that Frederick sometimes imagines you as a deep-sea sailor? He dreams that you visit distant countries and have wonderful adventures. But he would rather have you by his side on land. We all want that. I don't want to watch the storm blow your lifeboat away and bury it beneath the waves. There are no waves. The storm is getting closer. Dark clouds already hang over the shore. Just wait until they finish building the guillotine. Or the guillotine. That's really how you say it. Your oars will break at once, and the waves will take you to a place you'll wish you'd never set foot on. Honey, no! Dang, she's tall. A place without us. Actually, that might just be my perspective because I'm sitting. Oh, love you. Oh, your family loves you. But we won't find you in the darkness that has already begun to reach for you. That's not good. That's bad. Relations with the family. Your decisions in court can influence your relationship within the family. So there's Bernard. There's Frederic. There is Alderic. And there is Matilda. In family actions. Upon returning home, you can decide how you would like to spend the rest of the day. Opening night at the theater. Paragraphs and codes. Evening with grandfather. Evening stroll. Aww. Various actions. Each action will affect the members of the family as well as their attitude towards you. Characters' attitudes. Each character's attitude can deprive you of certain bonuses. Your reputation or relations with the factions. Youngest son. Your youngest son is special. His attitude makes the other family members like you slightly more. Take good care of him. Aw, Frederic. Shit. Let me see. Even with grandfather, progress and curse. Opening night theater. What does this do actually? What? Why would the grandfather? Okay, so he's influence on the people, influence on revolutionaries, influence on family relations, and influence on reputation. So obviously, the evening stroll. You take your family for an evening stroll around Paris. It will let your father stretch his old bones a little. Oh, that's good. Sit down with your father and listen to stories of days bygone. Paragraphs and codes actually help with your old guy, but not anyone else. Bernard's musical interest notwithstanding, he needs to learn some more prospective skills. And law can be an art in its own right. Ooh, that could actually be good. Opening night at the theater. There's a new play opening tonight on the stage of the Comédie Française. It is a good chance to take a breather from reality. Oh, but he doesn't want it. I'll take an evening stroll. It seems to help everyone the most. No! My grandpapa. Or my dad. Well, if he's happy, though, wouldn't that make him go up a little bit? Okay, that's interesting. Act 1, Liberté. 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 Let's actually look at how this goes. Shit. Oh, okay, what's going on here? Today, the people of Paris commemorate Jacques Guillaume Simone, Maire Vertamp. He was lynched by a furious mob for performing his duties to France. Jesus. This march has symbolized the unity of our society and the prison that the most violent... and the universal society, and the hope that the most violent stage of the revolution is past us. Let us make sure that no other loyal servant of France becomes a victim of such hatred ever again. King Louis XVI. Oh dear. Simone was a good, loyal officer. Those bastards lynched him for observing the law. Will you join me at the march? Yes, I will. We ought to show that we oppose the self-appointed executioners and stand alongside of victims. I wonder why the king has taken the trouble to show up. Louis XVI marching arm in arm with the people of Paris. That is unexpected. Well, King Louis XVI is not a bad guy. Oh, hello, King Louis. Continue, please. I am merely an observer. Do not change your habits for me. I heard a thing or two about a young and ambitious judge of the tribunal. I was curious whether he is guided by justice or by entertainment, as some would say. Oh, damn. Acquittal is common folk. The revolutionaries, they want prison. The defendant is Olivier... Oh, for theft and burglary. The defendant is Olivier Mugler, a 65-year-old master locksmith who's famed among Parisian burglars as an expert on unopenable locks. Last month, he was commissioned by the owners of a Parisian glassworks, Jean Rude, Louis Roux, and Ferdinand Salon, to construct locks for ornate chests for valuables, presumably as gifts for their wives. The craftsman praised his latest creation as thief-proof, quote-unquote. Shortly following their completion, the industrialist houses were hit by a series of burglaries committed by a recent newcomer to Paris, Hector Vian. The thief from Orleans was caught in the act and shot by Ferdinand Salon. Ooh. An expensive Turgot map of Paris with the houses of the recently robbed industrialists marked on it was found on the deceased. Surprisingly, Salon had given Mugler an identical map as advance payment. This deposit was in addition to the agreed remuneration from all the employers. Ooh, that's not good. What else is there? This is one of two, it says. There's got to be something else. Good relationship with wife. Things getting better between you. Good relationship with younger son. Good. Enemy at the courthouse. The jury notices you making the wrong choices and foregoing justice. The rumors spread fast. Poor papa. Maman. Aww. Poor man, my kid. It's not good. Well, actually, I think I made a good decision. I think that he... I mean, I don't want him to go to prison, but I think he was guilty, so... Neighborhood gossip. The exchange of pleasantries did not take long. Most people stopped being brave the moment they faced danger. This time, the dangers could be described as the judge of the Revolutionary Tribunal, and a 1-meter-long bludgeon in the hand of a guard. Once the last words had left her mouth, the man's gaze dropped to the ground. He did not even look at the weapon held by the guard, who was eager to hear just one word of objection. That should deal with the problem. Reputation +2. It's sad. Okay, jeez. So let's get some questions. So he's a master locksmith, correct? That's hard to know. Like, is that offender's personality or what? Question discovered. Okay. Lock construction. Course of events. Series of burglaries. Extenuating circumstances. Accusation. That's hard to know. I feel like I should ask him some questions first before I go on. Robbing the bourgeoisie is no crime. According to the case file, you are Citizen Olivier Mugler. Is that correct? Indeed it is, Monsieur le Juge. May I have a request? I would like to sit down. I'm an old man, you see. Basic respect for the judiciary requires that you remain standing. Do the names Salon, Rude, and Rowe mean nothing to you? Or mean anything to you? Why are you so determined to harass an old man? They sound like the names of my debtors. Debtors? They're the victims of activities you conducted. You mean locksmithing? Revolutionaries want him to be imprisoned, while the common folk... Let's actually see what happens. Acquittal. Prison. Shit, they really don't want me to get this guy a guilty verdict. But the jury is what's going to help me mitigate that. You were commissioned by the victims to make chest locks. You were commissioned by the victims to make chest locks. Who installed them? I'm curious as to whether or not there's any way to genuinely get this guy imprisoned. What, like, are there certain questions I should ask or certain questions I shouldn't ask? Like, is that the whole idea, that I'm biased and I have to choose what kind of bias I have? It was me, naturally, and all in agreement with the contract. My job was to prepare and install the locks, and the employer was only to come and see whether the work was completed. And pay, of course. Was the installation carried out at your workshop? No, on site, at the client's property. None of those idlers bothered to deliver the trunks to my workshop, so I had to strain my old legs. Does that mean you knew the addresses of the victims? How else would I get there? Blindfolded and on a wagon? How much do you charge for your services? 3,000 francs. Tidy sum, that is. If you were a master locksmith, you charge that much too. That is quite a substantial fee. Indeed. That's how much it costs to have high-quality locks made by a master with nearly 50 years of experience. And those bastards never paid me a single franc. The victims did not pay you the agreed amount? Not a franc. I'd beat that money right out of them, but I'm too old for that. That's actually kind of interesting. That makes people want to acquit him more. Jury nullification at its finest. Constructed the locks. Interesting. Extenuating circumstances or accusation. Evidence. It's not evidence. It's two things. Either, well, man, this is hard. This is, okay, you know what? The map of Paris, on the other hand, that, however, is evidence. That's a good question to ask him. Do you recognize this map? No, I don't recall ever seeing it before. Ferdinand Salon claims that he gave you this map as advance payment for your services. He claims what? That wicked wretch of a second-rate merchant. He gave me a scrap of paper as payment for making 3 logs and says it's supposed to be worth more than the 3,000 francs he owes me? An honest laborer is being judged while frauds remain at large. Silence! So this map does belong to you. It doesn't. So where's the map that you received from Citizen Salon? I lost it. But it wasn't even worth a loaf of bread. So I surely won't shed a tear. But if you have it, maybe you stole it from me. Bro, really? Do not accuse the judge. You'd better make a note that Oliver Mugler demands remuneration from Rude, Rue, and Salon. Okay, they want him acquitted even more. But what else can we look at here? It's an accusation. It's a course of event, technically, but let's see. Were you the one who marked the addresses of the 3 victims on the map? I didn't mark anything. The houses of your clients are marked on the map. I don't know who marked them. Maybe you should ask the person you found the map on. Maybe the court made the marks and has no memory of doing so. Do you not think there are too many coincidences in your story? You obtain the map, but lose it. And then it is found on the thief who has robbed your clients. I know nothing of coincidences. I only make locks. Ooh, now they're thinking it's weird. Did you tell Hector Vian how to open the locks in the victim's trunks? I understand what you're implying, but consider this. If you sold the secret of my locks, then my business would be over. Word spreads fast among thieves. Oh. Damn it, my bad. Oh, it's extenuating circumstance then? Is it a trap? Oh shit. Fuck. Okay, now I'm actually kinda scared. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Did you give Hector Vian the map? I gave nothing to Achilles, Hector, or any other Greek. Call in the witness, Citizen Jean Rude. Jean Rude, in the flesh. You will not speak unless called upon. Naturally, of course. Shut the fuck up, then. What went missing during the burglary? My house was the first one to be robbed, and in my case it was mostly valuables. At Rue's house, he will not say it himself, and I do not want to go to prison. It was the letters he had exchanged over the years with King Louis. Damn, monarchist! Oh, shit. Why would you say that? That should not be admissible in court. Well, then again, this is back in the day, so it's changed. Salon did not lose a thing. He shot that vermin in the act. That is what he said. What happened to the items he had stolen? That still remains unknown. According to Salon, Hector had nothing with him. Ferdinand suspects he had hidden the valuables somewhere else. He hid the other items before robbing the last house? Strange. You look upset. What are you afraid of? Monsieur le Juge, the crowd behind me, and you know what? I do not want to go to prison. And Salon said that if I were to talk nonsense in court, I would be sentenced to a few years. Is that true? Citizen Ferdinand Salon instructed you on what to testify? No. Well, he might have offered some suggestions and not have to get into trouble by speaking gibberish. I'm a rather nervous person, and I sometimes struggle to make sense. A fool more than a witness. That's our bourgeoisie. You're suspicious as fuck, you know that? Got all the questions. Let's go here now. Did you know Hector Vian before? This is the first time I've heard the name. Is that really true, though? That is interesting, as you were seen draining several bottles of wine together at the ginger market. Did he actually? Well, okay, I didn't get to read that. Fuck. Okay. No, but the question is, why are you denying it now? Was your drinking spree just a deception for discussing the burglary? Nobody I had a drink with introduced themselves as Hector. I didn't plan any heist with a Hector, Victor, or Hugo. I'm a locksmith, and I earn good money from it. Burglaries are for vagrants without a job. Ooh, I should have asked that question from the beginning. I don't see any drinking, though. Where is that referred to from? So this is the whole case, basically. The questions asked. Rumor has it that you're one of the best locksmiths in Paris. I should deny it for modesty's sake, but I will not. That cannot be true, though, as a random thief from Orleans was easily able to open your locks. Ooh, that's suspicious. If you're so good, why did this thief know how to do that? Well, then he must have been one of the best thieves in Orleans. Let's be serious, Monsieur le Juge. Every lock can be picked with the right talents, even my locks. That's pretty suspicious. I think I made a mistake. I should have... I don't want to go against the jury, but... I think I made a mistake. He's clearly got something suspicious going on behind the scenes. If I quit him, I'm going to have even less... I'm going to have a higher risk of being removed from office. I don't know, though. I actually feel like I should imprison him. But I don't want to go against the jury, though. Because I've already done it once. Should I quit him or should I put him in prison? I think there's enough to say he's guilty. Like, he just lied in court. Oh, whoa, who are these guys? David, an artist and politician, his paintings often refer to the revolution. When it comes to his political career, he is an efficient deputy of the convention. Those two areas of his life are blending together and feeding back on themselves. For example, when he led the closure of the Académie Française, or Français, no, it's not Français, Français, I guess, the same institution that had rejected him for many years, he is a longtime friend of Judge Fidel. Oh, wow, so he got rejected, and now... and now he closed it, basically. That's kind of funny. Burrell, the aging commander of the National Guard. He's seen enough to not put trust in ordinary people, even if they are able to start a revolution. Damn, that's pretty fucked. If I send him to prison, I feel like the people won't be happy. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's guilty, honestly. The acquittal will make me... But the jury! Fuck it. I don't think there's enough to decisively say this. It's subjective. It's speculation. So I'll sign acquittal. The verdict for Citizen Olivier Mugler is not guilty. Lead the defendant away. Bravo, Mugler! Away with the bourgeoisie. To be honest, this does bear the marks of social justice. They would not pay him, so he had them robbed. There is balance here. That was hard. I feel like... I think that he's guilty, but I don't think there's enough evidence to concretely say that he's guilty, though. That's all circumstantial. It's inconclusive. Anyway. King Louis
XVI. There were people who truly loved him. He reminded the French they had noble ancestors. Do not be manipulated by people who are not bearing the burden of responsibility. This saddened me. Someone had advised him to say that. Someone who was well aware of the cold, inevitable wind of change. I did not pity the king, but those who will come after him, as they will not have great ancestors.
One of us. Frenchmen marched in the streets of Paris side by side, one line after another, to commemorate Jacques Guillaume Simone, mayor of Antibes. He was murdered by a furious mob, punished for a law he did not enact but was obliged to observe. Jeez. Freedom of speech killed him. If we understand this as the right to cast stones to show one's discontent, the right to murder people because you deem them responsible for your miserable life, surely the people of Paris would prefer if we said that nothing happened. Jesus! Is that going to go in my court? Oh, God. This is like what happened to Kirk a day or two ago. Jeez. I mean, it's actually worse because the guy got fucking tortured, but, you know. Your son is rather good with the viola. He's both talented and enthusiastic. Ah, David. Yes, you. I would prefer that he was I prefer that he was as enthusiastic about the law books I give him. Maybe his destiny is to become an artist, not a lawyer. Mother likes to hear me playing, and there's nothing more boring than law. Wow! I actually have law books on my shelf, and I find them rather invigorating. I also have music ones, too, and I would like to learn music, so I don't know. I think both are intriguing. See? He would rather let his career rely on the humors of the people. David says, there are many ways to rescue France. Believe me, our country desperately needs something to ennoble it. The power is in the hands of simple, illiterate people. Let him rescue their souls with music. Well, those people need to be literate. Why is it a good thing that they're illiterate? That's not good. Being able to read gives them power. It should not be a sign of being poor that you are illiterate. All people deserve to be literate. It's unfair. Our society should help them. That is better than boring laws and clauses. Well, see what you are doing? You're spoiling my child. I do not have my own children to spoil, so I am focusing on yours. Speaking of which... Oh, no, no, no! No. Oh, good, just what happened. Simone. After various important events, you may find yourself with an action forced upon you. On this day, you become the victim of your own decisions. Oh, shit. Oh, my family doesn't like this. Uh-oh. Except for him. But the rest of them don't like this. It goes down. You attended the parade in memory of the lynched official. Oh, but my son liked it. He liked the fact that I did that. Aw, because he believes in me. He's not political. He believes in who I am.
That is our new symbol of freedom. You can still smell the fresh wood.
I don't like that
Do
symbol.
you feel free looking at it?
No.
Individuals like us do not need symbols, but France does. Did you hear the news of the day? People are running around like headless chickens and yelling about Louis and his entourage escaping Paris.
So, we will not be enjoying the aroma of fresh wood for long.
Monuments like that are not installed solely for the purpose of punishing thieves or lesser aristocrats.
Do you think it wants to taste royal blood?
Louis's flight was a stupid move, yet it seems it was planned. One of us will sacrifice him. That is, if they catch him.
Is that why Louis visited us at the court? To manipulate us?
Maybe deep in his heart he felt what the builders of the guillotine did. That someone has to be exposed as a traitor, even if there is none.
Jesus. Welcome, Citizen Fidel. My name is Antoine Quentin Fauquier de Tinville. I am the public prosecutor that has been assigned to assist at every tribunal trial starting from today. Ooh, this is different. You know, so far we've been having nothing but plaintiffs and there's no lawyers present, but now there's a proper prosecutor. You know, this has gone from... I mean, magistrate court in the United States can sometimes allow for, you know, the lack of counsel, I suppose, but that's usually for very small, very low-level offenses. If offenses are a little bit more significant, usually what occurs is magistrate courts will have certain, you know, rules that have to be employed, including a prosecutor of some sort being involved. This is kind of serious, though. I should warn you, though, that I am uncompromising, although I hope that we quickly find common ground. In happier news, the construction of the guillotine has been finished. We may begin using it today. Jesus, Tinville. Yes, we have seen it. Raymond Devoye. Why is he always in the jury, actually? It's kind of weird that he's always there. The king is gone. Treason. Anyone with information about his whereabouts should immediately disclose it to the authorities. Robespierre. Okay, shit. Uh-oh, damn, who's this guy? Good relationship with son, good relationship with wife, reputation -3, revolutionaries -2, common folk -2, +1. What's my rapport look like, or my, Jesus, my revolutionary is very low. My common people is pretty good, but my revolutionary is really low, so I definitely need to, acquit this guy, I guess. The death penalty? Oh, shit. Who is this guy? Compiled by Raphael Chalopin. Fraud? Price speculation? Bribery? In the dock is Lucien Blanchot, a resident of the section des Gravilliers, Rue Meslier. Citizen Blanchot owns several grocery stalls. We received multiple complaints regarding his unfair trading practices, such as selling spoiled fruit, price speculation, and the violation of legal price limits. Why would this require the death penalty? That's fucking crazy. I'll be right back, by the way. In the dock is Lucien Blachot. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom back. On the violation of legal price limits, Mr. Blanchot has denied all the accusations, but my investigation at his stalls revealed at least some of the complaints to be justified. He claimed that the prices were inflated due to employee mistakes, and that spoiled produce was about to be disposed of on the day of the inspection. It must be noted that when the inspectors pointed out his transgressions, Blanchot scolded his employees and readily set about restoring order at his stall. Ooh. Well, okay. Wait, so that means that... Does that mean that he thought his employees did screw up? And that he was just saying, hey, why did you guys screw up like that? Lucien Blanchot, a young merchant and staunch supporter of the Jacobins, he has connections with Marat and Robespierre, or so he claims. So far, he has managed to get away with all his shady dealings, so there may be some truth to his boasting. I'm kind of curious. Jeez, I mean, I can't. I'm so low with the revolutionaries. I might actually have to let this guy go. Well, imprisonment has no. Actually, no. Wait, if I imprison him, it might not necessarily. Prison. Nah, that would lower me very much. If I give him the death penalty, though? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I kind of need to acquit him. Okay, let's ask some questions. I don't want to ask questions that'll... I want to get to the bottom of this. Legal price limits. Evidence. So customer complaints, that's evidence. What? That's not evidence? How is that? Well, okay, that's fucking weird, actually. What's a trap, though? We still haven't got one of those legal price limits. Employee mistakes. Defendant's connections. He looks like a smug bastard. Rotten apples. Poisoning customers. Well, this is evidence, absolutely. Oh, that was a trap! What? Dude, I'm fucked. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Shit. Oh, please introduce yourself. Lucien Blanchot. Occupation? Currently, merchant. Also, temporarily a prisoner. You stand accused of price speculation, breaking legal price limits, and selling produce unfit for consumption. Is that all? I ask the court to add deliberate poisoning of Parisian citizens to the list of charges. Poisoning? Sale of vegetables never killed anyone. So you admit to the other charges? I am an honest entrepreneur, and my business will not be harmed by such allegations. Dude, he's fucking... I just got trapped, so that was a trap, I guess. But why was that a trap? Spoiled fruit. Those are accusations, I guess, but... How would that be a trap? Was it because it was never admitted to evidence properly? It's an accusation. That's an accusation. It's evidence. Customer complaints. Does that say something about offender's personality? Accusation. You know what? Let's ask questions first. Oh, whoa. We've analyzed your ledgers and discovered that you've been violating legal price limits on a regular basis. We have analyzed your ledgers and discovered that you have been violating legal price limits on a regular basis. Do you deny this accusation as well? These ledgers are kept by ordinary people who are prone to making mistakes. I will analyze them again and make proper amends. You are not at an administration office, Citizen Blanchot. These ledgers, in their current state, are evidence for the court. Those are mere accounting errors. A zero or decimal put in the wrong place by mistake. It can all be explained. After all, are we not all friends of France here? Citizen Robespierre has assured me that we are. Has Citizen Robespierre also assured you that you can get away with falsifying records? Of course not. So why did you mention him? Robespierre isn't a lackey of costermongers like him. Silence or I will adjourn proceedings. Have they bribed the judge as well? Oh shit. Did you know your produce made your customers sick? If anyone can prove that my produce was at fault, I will gladly cover the cost of their treatment or their funeral. They need only come forward. Try eating that muck yourself and you'll have your evidence. Let me remind you that witness testimonies will be taken into account. He was selling people shit, not food. Testimonies of jaundiced people who will do anything to hamper a wealthier man's work. Worthy evidence, indeed. I would have thought this guy is not in favor with Robespierre. Oh, he's getting fucking... Damn. I do kind of want to put him behind bars. Neither one wants it, though. But the death penalty? That's fucking crazy. I don't think I can do that. Connections. Defense connections. Counter-revolution. What does the connections do? There's already one trap that's been sprung. That's on me, I guess. Customer complaints. Accusation. It's an accusation. Legal price limits. Extenuating circumstance. Could be. Do you admit selling spoiled produce? That has already been established by the inspectors. There's no need to go over the matter again. Answer the question. Yes and no. Yes, because I admit that such things have been reported in my stalls. No, because it was not my fault. Whose fault was it then? I cannot be held accountable for nature not creating all apples equal. Apples are not citizens of France. But you're the owner of this business, and you can be held accountable for the produce that you sell. I have never forced anyone to buy anything from me. So your customers consciously purchase spoiled food? They will buy carrots as black as coal if you lower the price by a few francs, but they still expect them to taste as though they were fresh out of the ground. He's insulting the people. Throw the scoundrel in chains! Oh, damn, this is getting crazy. This guy's a fucking asshole. Scolded his employees. How is that an incorrect link? How? Wait, really? What? Oh, is it counter-revolution? You gotta be kidding me. Well, you're going to fucking prison, buddy. It's pretty obvious you're guilty. Robespierre's support. Wait, I fucking forgot something. Oh, shit. I sentenced Citizen Lucien Blanchot. I should have looked at the notes. I didn't see any, like, stuff, though, so. I sentenced Citizen Lucien Blanchot to prison! Lead the condemned out. Let's see how fresh he stays behind bars. I have friends in high places. I will be set free in a matter of days. You, on the other hand. Wow. I have a high risk of being removed from office. I don't like that. Okay, I get correct. Prosecutor, 3 out of 3. Good job. Okay. Okay. The revolutionaries, I need a win for them. The revolutionaries are not happy with me. This is not a good look. Due to the establishment of a revolutionary tribunal, we need to prepare an official stamp. I was told to ask you, citizen, because President Devoyer is indisposed. How much did he drink? He was not able to say. Shall we? Oh, whoa. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. It's a crown. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, Freemasonry. The Illuminati. The fascist symbol. Well, this is really more like a... This is more like a collectivist symbol, if anything, to be quite frank with you. There we go. Great, Yoncio. Thank you for your time. I know it's late. The stamp should be ready tomorrow. Good night. Hopefully the revolutionaries don't get mad at me. Paragraphs and codes work on tomorrow's trial. If I do that, everybody gets mad. You will unlock more question effects in court. That would help. Playtime with children. My wife is not happy. Paragraphs and codes. I think my son actually likes that. But everyone else, except for him, do not. Aww, I like this one. We'll do it. I like reading together. I need to get better relations to my son. That's what I need to do. Uh-oh. Tragically, we're losing control of the streets. People feel betrayed by the king, and some believe him to be a spy trying to elude justice. Special means are recommended when expressing unrest. We only need an opinion from the judges to make sure we are working legally. In other words, you need their blessing to shoot at protesters? Oh, God. People can't control their emotions and are hurting other citizens as a result. Look at the windows. Next time, they might do something worse than just throw rocks. It pains us to see unrest growing in the streets of Paris. Commander-in-Chief Burrell has informed us that the guard is no longer able to control the situation through peaceful means. It is recommended they be allowed to use more immediate methods to protect the innocent civilians, but we would like to know the terminal's opinion on the matter. I reject it. I can't. The authorities should not use force against people. If it has to, it is already lost. I do not approve of this decree. I just can't. Yeah, no offense, but I'm not going to have a... I mean, I get it. Being violent is not good, but... it depends, I guess. But in this case, I can't. Because I don't want people to die. Then again, in doing this, will this cause more people to pass away, or what? This is terrible. Without this document, we can only wait for the citizens of Paris to start killing each other before our very eyes. I hope you know what you are doing. The convention may have issued that decree, but I have no doubt it was Robespierre's idea. Wait, what? Wait, are you trying to say that Robespierre wanted me to give that decree away? The mob wanted to act as both judge and jury again and hang people from the... Oh. I didn't know that's what they meant. Wait, menu. Wait a minute. That's not what I meant. Wait a minute. That's not what I meant. I didn't know that's what they meant. I thought... Oh, shit. The god is tasked with protecting innocence from those who are unable to control the behavior. Oh! I'm an idiot. He doesn't mean that they have to kill people, but it's like... it's because people are going crazy on the streets. Alright. I accept it. I don't want people to die, but... Jesus. Let's hope it's not too late to stop this madness. That is an interesting euphemism for musket fire. The mob wanted to act as both judge and jury again and hang people from the street lamps. Poor Picard was almost hanged. Picard? Claude Picard? Exactly. The beloved tutor of your Frederick, you had to dismiss him after the incident with the oath of clergy, did you not? Yes, Frederick tells me from time to time that he misses his teacher. Jesus. What are you doing? The trial is about to begin. It's about Monsieur Picard. News travels fast. He's been accused of counter-revolutionary activities. Ah, fuck. This is gonna be hard. Oh, man, I don't want a guy to die. That's the reason. Like, I mean... See, this is why sometimes the National Guard in our own country needs to be called in. That happens. Like, that is a real reason. You know him. It can't be true. It's not so simple. Leave before somebody hears us. Papa, please. Go home. Think about the family for once at least. Papa. Oh, jeez. Is this Picard? And please introduce yourself. Oh, shit. He's not dead. Monsieur le Juge. You know me. Say your personal information or there will be consequences. Claude Picard, Monsieur le Juge. You stand accused of spying for the counter-revolutionaries and criticizing the existing order. Do you admit to these crimes? I am innocent. The accusation is exaggerated and comes from the ill will of the accusers. Suggesting that the revolutionary government is acting in ill will, typical of a priest. Oh god, if I give a verdict. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Dear Cloud, remember to stay strong in your faith and complete your duties with dignity. Tell me how our brothers in faith are doing, as well as the church in these desperate times. May God protect you. Jean Arsene. Claude Picard, a 26-year-old vicar and tutor, son of a cobbler, believes in Enlightenment ideals. After refusing to adjure the civil constitution of the clergy, he was removed from his parish. Prohibited from carrying out his duties and sentenced to banishment. Despite this, he stayed in Paris and continued his work as a tutor, which he started before 1789. Picard was captured in the streets by fortuitous circumstance. A guard officer present during his trial a few months ago recognized him and didn't hesitate to act. Following an investigation, Picard was accused of spying and spreading counter-revolutionary propaganda in order to prepare a foreign intervention that would end the revolution. Correspondence with Archbishop Jean Arsène de Berthier was found in a room Picard had been renting from Marie Guimet. In it, the clergyman asked for information about the unrest and the supporters of the monarchy in hiding. Riches were also found, a golden chalice and a reliquary. Ooh. Parish priest. Evidence. Offender's personality. Accusation. Counter-revolution. Technically counter-revolution. I think. Actually, can I get some idea on this stuff? Oh, jeez. So, if I'd actually done... Oh, man. Well, if I give him the death penalty, the common people are really happy, but if I quit him... So prison is what they want. Death penalty is not what they want. So, the people want the death penalty. The revolutionaries want this. And acquittal is family. Oh my god. But I can't do that. I need to prison. Oh jeez. I mean, this is the law, though. We have to look at the law. Frenchmen march into the streets of Paris, side by side, one line after another, to commemorate Jacques Guillaume Simonet, mayor of Antibes. He was murdered by a furious mob, punished for a law he did not enact but was obliged to observe. Freedom of speech killed him. Oh, Jesus. Not too long. Jeez, I really, for the past 4 cases, the revolutionaries have not had a good time. I don't want to send him to jail, but it's like, I feel as though he's kind of guilty. But he's, I mean, it's unjust, though, to fucking sentence him. I mean, this looks like an accusation. Well, it's not an accusation, though, is it? Let's actually see something here. So, Vicar. Evidence? Maybe. Counter-revolutionary could also be. Evidence. It's evidence. Banishment. Accusation. Counter-revolution. Offender's personality? Maybe. Tutor. If the jury is a representation of the people, if I'm able to persuade him that he's not guilty, would that eventually give me something to use? I can't believe they almost killed this guy, for God's sake. Church riches. Ugh, I don't want to talk about the church riches. I mean, then again, these might just be religious rather than being sold or money-wise. Offender's personality. Banishment, evidence, course, accusation, parish priest, offender's personality, espionage. Let's actually talk here. Why did the accused continue teaching instead of leaving France? Why did the accused continue free teaching instead of leaving France? My duty is to help others. If I am unable to help as a priest, I want to at least share some of my knowledge. Your knowledge is Catholic propaganda. I prefer the term Catholic values. Jeez, okay, that didn't seem to do much. Fuck. Spreading propaganda and accusation, of course. Banishment. Evidence. Course of events. Counter. Church riches. Oh, Jesus. Summon the witness, Mary Guimay. Summon the witness, Mary Guimay! Citizen, what is your name? Mary Guimay, Monsieur le Juge. Oh, they really want him to be acquitted. Was the witness aware that she was renting a room to an unsworn Catholic priest? Did the accused maintain extensive correspondence? Did the accused maintain extensive correspondence? Meaning? Did he receive many letters? I don't remember any letters with his name. Perhaps he had a rich social life? Did he entertain many guests? I don't remember anybody visiting him at all. He wasn't there most of the time anyway, he just used the room to sleep. Where would he go? I don't ask my guests about things like that. Did he pay rent on time? Did he pay rent on time? Sometimes. I had to threaten to kick him out, but eventually he would always pay. So the accused did not strike you as a person who has a substantial amount of money to operate with or spend freely. No, he lived like a poor man. I mean, a normal fellow would never get rich from teaching. That's pretty interesting for an accusation of him, like, taking riches. Espionage, banishment. It's an accusation. The accused travels extensively around the Paris department. To what end? The accused travels extensively around the Paris department. To what end? I teach wherever I can find students. Doing that requires time and effort, I admit. Is that why you received gold from your fellow conspirators abroad? He travels around France to spy on people. The only money I see comes from my students' caregivers. It is not at all immodest. So where did the riches found in your room come from? They were liturgical accoutrements. Isn't this a double question? I saved them from the plunder of the church in compounds. I would rather go hungry than sell them. Fanatic thief! Peddler of superstition! I mean, he doesn't seem guilty at all. It's evidence. Spreading propaganda, course of events. Counter-revolution. And, of course, I want to ask him what he teaches. Banishment, course of events. All questions are unlocked. Gee, so it's 4-4. What do you teach? What do you teach? The caregivers in orphanages only pay for reading and writing lessons. So why did the accused teach children that God's law stands above that of the Republic? You spread superstition and counter-revolutionary propaganda. This is a misunderstanding. The children I teach are unable to understand such complicated matters. The accused's explanation further incriminates him. If they are unable to understand the topic, why would he even discuss it at all? The church spreads ignorance and takes our money. I was only answering questions from the director of the orphanage in Gombians. I said that God's law stood above my banishment. It is God's law that prohibits me from leaving the country. I have a duty to help those in need. I feel like if I take all of these, either... Oh, God. I don't want to not... I feel like there's more to this, and I don't want to be a judge, but to like... Oof, if I quit him, it's not going to look so good. But... Jeez. The jury says they want to acquit him. I really feel like I should give him prison. It's like a nice 50-50. So... Was this act counter-revolutionary by nature? Yes. Where were the traitors from whom the defender was corresponding with located? Oh shit, I didn't ask. Switzerland? No. England? Spain? During forbidden masses for the patron. 4 francs per week, dude. That's not much. I didn't ask enough questions. Shit. This might not be good. I think I answered wrong. The German card is not guilty. Take the defendant away. Are you mad? You should both be killed. How can you set an agent of the Pope free? Oh, I got 3 out of 4 right, but not Spain. Incorrect choice. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I hope I don't get removed from office. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Please, the jury... The jury supported me. I may have just lost. I may have just... This might be the game over screen. Oh, I've been deposed? No! I knew this was gonna happen. Fuck me. You know what? I got a better idea. Survival. Here we go again. Whoa, this is different. In the court corridor, a young, very attractive woman bumped into me. Okay. She was wearing an elegant dress, but gently worn and threadbare in some places. The woman started to speak before I could apologize for the collision. She introduced herself as Desiree Plouffe, daughter of the Count. Who's the Count? I don't know. Her fiancé was detained. Counter-revolutionary actions were given as the reason, but no detailed accusation was presented. Miss Plouffe pulled out an envelope with a note and, in a broken voice, asked me to hand it over to the accused man. I locked the woman in one of the business rooms and went to the guards. I did not want anyone to accuse me of corruption. I took them and promised to help. Oh, God. Ooh, I was walking down the street, then I remember admiring how Paris is changing. The signs are placed above the shops. People were taking Christian furniture out of the noble premises. People loaded these goods in carts, took them away, gave them away. A man came out of the gate with a bottle of wine in his hand and shouted, "It's from Mr. Jackman's space, but come on, drink with this." I once witnessed a nasty scene in the yard by the fountain. Several youngsters threw rocks at the well-dressed young man, shouting, "Eat, Countess. Bon appetit." The young nobleman, driven into a corner, only shielded his face, receiving more bullets that hit not only him, but also the resident windows, breaking into small pieces with screaming residents. Oh, damn, -2 revolutionary, +1/+1. Damn, I'm always... The revolutionaries don't like me, man. They never like me. But the people do, which is kind of interesting. Verdicts in the survival mode. There are 2 types of sentences. Oh, wow. Death penalty or acquittal? Oh, I guess this is because we're like knee deep in the revolution. Like early on, you get prison or you get acquittal, but here it's all or nothing. Scars of standing date. Number of collector scores and day number. Survival mode. The verdict in line with the jury's opinion is 60 scores. Whoa. Shit. Keeping order. For keeping order in the courtroom. Bonus 25 points are scored. What? The people are anxious? Oh, damn. Common folk. Aristocrats and revolutionaries. Why would they... This is kind of interesting because it is true. Sometimes they are like that. Compiled by Charles Etienne. Case file. This is crazy. Let me save. One second. Let me go to the menu. This has been fun, but goddamn, this is crazy. I think I'll end it right now. Thank y'all for being here. You know, bye bye. Just nobody wanted to watch that. That's kind of sad. It's okay though. I get it. It's not a very fun